Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So this is the long-awaited, much vaunted, much touted ColourPop giant swatching party haul. I think I have everything organized so that I'm not going to be repeating any shades that I've already showed. If I miss a few, I'm sorry. I have tried to separate them out, but there's a lot of makeup on my desk right now, like a lot. So I will do my best. Anyway, the reason that I did not actually put this up yesterday was because when the makeup arrived and I opened the box, two of the shadows were shattered and I was devastated. But fortunately, thanks to ColourPop's weirdo, wonderful formulation, I was actually able to repress them with minimal effort because they're not really powder, yet they're not really cream. They're kind of like this space material, but I was able to get them looking decent again. So when I come to the two shadows that were broken, I'll show you which ones they are and kind of what I did and the end result. Really, the only thing that happens is that you lose the embossing pattern on the top, which you're going to lose anyway the minute you start to use the colors. So it's really not that big of a deal. Anyway, let's get started, and these are in no particular order. I'm just going to be pulling them out and showing you and swatching you, and let's see, I have my little white Barino right here, so hopefully I will not wind up with crazy stained hands before I go pick up my contacts this morning. So let's get started. First up on the docket is I Heart This. It's I and then a heart shape, this, and I'm actually wearing this on my ocules right now. So as you can see, it's just a very light, shimmery gold champagne color. It's metallic. It's got like gold and silver sparkles in it. So for me, I mean, this is really, it's about as light as my skin tone is. So I just kind of put it all over the mobile lid and called it a day. When I'm wearing glasses, I don't tend to use a ton of eye makeup just because my glasses are going to be over it anyway. So I like shades like this to be able to do that. I'll give you a hand swatch anyway, just so you can get a little bit better idea of it. So on the finger, you can see super metallic, right? And then here, same deal. You can just see, look at that shine right there. It's awesome. And that's just one single little swipe. So the color payoff on this one is super good, very easy to blend, highly pigmented, all that stuff. Next, White Rabbit. Okay, this is from the Studio 1400 foursome. So ColourPop, you know, when they release new collections, some of them are limited edition and they usually come in sets of 4, sometimes it's 6. I bought this foursome and this is one of the colors in it. White Rabbit. It is a kind of like a rosy copper penny color, super metallic. This is the best pigmented shadow actually of yesterday's haul, period. This is ridiculous. So on the finger, it's that bright copper penny, and then watch this. Oh, look at that. Do you see that? It's crazy. It's super, I mean, wow. And it just, oh gosh, it just blends out so beautifully. Where did I put the lid? Oh, that's not good. Okay, I found the lid. That was scary. Whew. Okay, now, this one is actually very similar. I'm going to show you Game Face. Okay, because I know I said I wasn't going to talk about old shadows, but if there's a dupe or an almost dupe, I am going to show you. Okay, so this is White Rabbit and this is Game Face. Can you see how similar they are? This is oranger and this is rosier, but they are quite similar. So if you are a ColourPop collector, you want them both. If you're not, and you already have one of them, you might not need both. Okay, let's see. We put both of those over there so we don't pull them out again. Next, Mooning. Okay, so Mooning is a wonderful blackened bronze color. It's packed with glitter. Can you see that? It's amazing as a crease color for like the outer side of your lid, you know, where you want to put your darkest color. It's glorious for fall and winter. I hope you can see the level of glitter and shimmer that's in that. Let's put you here. Ooh, look at that. Look at the glitter. And the glitter stays on. It's not like, you know, you rub it on and then 5 minutes later there's no more glitter. The glitter stays on. So it's great for like any kind of autumn themed smoky look where you want to use like your oranges and your rusts and your creams and your browns. It's amazing. Let's wipe the hand off. Actually, let's break out the big guns and use a wet wipe. Just because these are highly pigmented, so if you want to wipe them off with a dry tissue, you're not going to have an easy time doing it, which I think is a good thing because you don't want your makeup to slide off your face. Okay, here's one of the broken shadows. This is Liberty. Liberty is, the website describes it as the most legit silver we've ever seen, and it really is highly metallic, but can you see how, you can see how it was shattered, right? And so all I did was I just took my thumb and I just kind of went and I pressed it in, and it's fine. It's back to being in the pan. This is a legit Tin Man silver. There's nothing that's like gray or, and look at the, did you see that pigmentation? Look how that just applied to my hand. Isn't that incredible? Look at, it's so metallic. I love it. I don't wear a lot of silver, but I saw this. I was like, I'm going to find a way to wear silver because that's just really cool looking. And this was the other broken one. This is Get Lucky, which is a gold shade. And again, you can see where it was smashed. I just pressed it back down. And this one is like liquid gold. So these two could almost be a set, although they weren't sold that way. But can you see how metallic it is? It looks like foil, you know, like normally you would have to apply a powdered eyeshadow wet to get that kind of foil effect. With these, they're just foiled like that all the time. Now, interestingly, these two super metallic shades are the two that were broken. I'm not sure if there's something in the formulation that made them a little bit more fragile in shipping, because ColourPop's packaging is very good. They ship wrapped in these, it's like foam strips. So I've never had a broken product from them before. It might just be like the metallic product, because remember, pigment changes formulation. So even though these are all ColourPop eyeshadows, you know, the matte ones are going to have a slightly different formulation from the pearls and the satins and the metallics and the glitters. And even within those finishes, the different colors can affect how the shadow performs. Moving on. Drift. Okay, Drift is a cranberry with glitter in it. It's like a cranberry with cranberry glitter in it. I think this is a dupe for MAC Cranberry plus glitter, because cranberry doesn't have glitter in it. But this is so pretty. Ooh, cranberry. It's like this deep wine color, and you can see the first application is sheer, so you see the glitter. But if you want it to be opaque, you have to do maybe a second coat to get more of that vibrant cranberry-ness. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. You don't want all of your dark shadows all the time to apply opaque immediately, because then if you want to sheer it out, you're kind of screwed. So this is beautiful. I really love Drift a lot. I'm going to be saying that a lot. This is beautiful because they're gorgeous. There's not a single shadow from here that I don't love and recommend. I'm absolutely obsessed. Wiping and drying. Okay, next up we have Desert. Desert is a warm caramel color in a satin finish. Really useful shade for like your transition area, or again, sheer wash of color, blending something out. It's just beautiful. It's a very useful shade, and you can see the satin quality to it. It's not metallic, but it's not completely flat either, which is exactly what I want. Because a lot of shadows that are true mattes, they can be kind of difficult to get them to move around your skin to where you want them. Who are you? Brady. Okay, Brady is a matte, dusty brick rose, and this I believe is a true matte. Yes, this is a true matte. So the formula is a little thicker, it's a little drier. You see on this finger, that's Brady. And so it's a little bit more difficult to blend, and emphasis on little. I'm not saying it's difficult to blend. It's this one right here in the middle. I'm just saying that some of these, it's a little bit more because they have a little bit less slip. But again, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous color. Moving on, Girly. This is one of my go-to favorites. Girly is a super light, shimmery gold. It's like a white gold color that has gold and silver reflects in it, but they're like super micro tiny. And it has kind of a little bit of a pink duochrome to it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it is so light. And my camera is like on steroids right now. It's like light. So let's see if we can get this swatched. Okay. You can see the shimmeriness, right? It's hard to get the camera to pick up the duochrome because it's just so beautiful and subtle. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know. Maybe another coat. This is one that I love to use on my brow bone because it highlights and it draws attention, but it doesn't look frosty. You can kind of see that there. If you had darker skin, or I should say if I had darker skin, you would be able to see it better. It's just because I'm so freaking pale. But anyway, champagne gold pink duochrome, really cool, kind of unique. Awesome brow bone highlighter. You could also wear it as just a straight up cheekbone highlighter. That would also work really well. Or like for your Cupid's bow. These also have a great texture if you want to use them as lipstick toppers. You know, pat a little bit of a metallic shade or a glittery shade on the middle of your lip for that kind of ombre look. These work really well because they're so creamy without actually being creams, I know. But they're so creamy that they kind of almost blend down into the lipstick. So it just looks like your lipstick but enhanced. Who are you? Okay, Flower Shop. Let's talk about these two at once. Flower Shop is this one. Flower Shop and Donna. Now, Flower Shop, they're super similar. That's why we're going to talk about them together. Flower Shop is this wonderful shimmery kind of emerald green color that has a bit of a gold shimmer to it. It's not really a duochrome, but check out that pigment though. Check out that pigment though. And super, super pretty shimmery pop of color. I have a sneaky feeling that I talked about this one already, but I'm bringing it out again because here's Donna. Now, Donna was in the foursome, the Studio 1400 foursome that I bought. Donna is super similar. The only difference is it's a little darker. So this is Flower Shop, and here's Donna. Putting them next to each other. You can see it is a little darker, but really not by much. So if you already have Flower Shop, you probably don't need Donna. But I'll use them both because why not? Okay, so continuing with the foursome theme. This is 8-track, which is like a blackened gold or a bronzed gold. It's a metallic shade. Actually, this says it's a pearlized. I think it's metallic. That's neat, right? It's kind of like when you want gold, but you want it to be a little bit darker, maybe a little bit more sophisticated, not so much like bam gold, like Vegas lights gold, but more ancient Egypt gold, you know? Because it's got that kind of bronze undertone to it, so I just think it's a little bit more of a sophisticated gold. Cornelius. Now, Cornelius is probably the one that I have the most trouble with. I love it. But because it is a matte and it is a little bit tricksy to blend on this one. And of course now my hands, I can't open it because I've got makeup remover on my hands. There we go. Okay, so here's Cornelius. Really, really pretty mid-tone brown, but it is a matte shade. It's kind of hard to see just because it's almost like the color of my fingertips right now, right? And the pigmentation on this one is just not as intense. So you do have to apply maybe 2 layers of it. I use this in my crease though a lot because it's so flattering, especially for warm skin tones. Super useful shade, particularly for minimalist days. Also this one, I'll take a pencil brush and I'll use it on my lower lash line to smudge out brown eyeliner when I want something that's got a little bit more of, you know, multi-dimensional look to it than just brown eyeliner, and I find it works really well for that. Now this is my favorite of the bunch. If I had to pick one ColourPop eyeshadow, I'd be devastated, but I might pick this one because it's so useful. This is Waddles, and it is a satin, kind of pearly, dusty rose that almost has like a I don't know if you can see as I'm moving it around, it almost has like a cream duochrome to it. I know it's not technically a duochrome, but it's got a certain level of complexity to it. It's just so pretty. So on days when I'm running out the door and I don't really want to do, see there, you can see it a little bit, right? On days when I don't want to do very much eye makeup, I just need something on my lid for some definition, kind of like what I did today, but I will often reach for Wattles because you can just blend it out with your finger, and especially pale-skinned ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, excellent, useful shade to have in your arsenal or your travel bag. Hanky panky. This is a cool tone taupe. This is another one. This is kind of like Cornelius in that it's super useful. It's super close to, you know, it's a color that occurs in my skin tone anyway. So it just blends in really well. It's super subtle. You can probably barely see it. It's not very pigmented, but I just love it on the lid. You know, maybe put that on the lid and then put Girly in the inner corner. And then if I want to do something a little bit sassier, put Mooning in the outer corner for a little pop of brown glitter, and I'm out the door. Next, I told you I had a lot of these. This is Truth. Hopefully I didn't talk about Truth already. This is like a pearly satin beige. Right? Let's put you here. Yeah. And you can see it, right, in the light. You can see that it's just, it really plays with the light so beautifully without being an obvious, oh my gosh, she's wearing eyeshadow. If you have a slightly darker skin tone than I do, you might even use that as an illuminator. If you don't want to have like a super bright highlight, but you want something that's going to kind of meld into your skin and give you that little bit of pearlescent glow, that could be a good option for you as well. And here is Lala. Lala is a ultra metallic, how would I describe this? Rose gold, copper, beige thing. Find a clean spot on my hand, which is harder than it looks. You can see how metallic that is, right? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Super pretty. Lots of glitter, lots of metallicness going on with that one. Super awesome. And Muse, which is a metallic pearlized cranberry rose gold. It doesn't have glitter, so it's kind of similar to Drift, but it doesn't, well, actually no, it kind of does. It's got like little micro glitters in it, but it doesn't have that like pop of red cranberry glitter that Drift does. And it's also a little bit lighter than Drift, so I like to wear them together actually. Either next to each other or layered on top. Super pretty. It catches the light really well. And with my complexion, with the reddish hair and very pale skin, but brown eyes and warm undertones, it works very well for me. And I think I have one more. Yes, one more. This is Static. This is also from the Studio 1400 collection. And this is a dark blackened burgundy with some glitter into it. Check that out. It's almost like a blackberry. Bam. And do you see how nice that pigmentation is? And I just put it on a wet hand. Let's put it on a dry hand. That would be good. Try that again. Ooh, yeah. So you see when my hand is dry, right? That it's just, oh, it's so deep and dark and rich, and everything about this just says like winter, fall to me. You're not seeing as much of the pearlized glitter as there is when I'm actually looking at it in the pot. It's a really, it says Christmas to me, really. It says to me like mistletoe berries, although I know those are a brighter red, but there's just something about it that screams December to my mind. But anyway, I think I hit everything. I probably forgot one. You know the minute I turn off the camera, I'm going to realize I forgot one, right? Because that's what always happens. But anyway, I think I got most of them. Of course, I already have more on the way. They just released a bunch of ultra glitter shades and 3 duochrome highlighters, and one of them is blue. So, of course, you know I had to get the highlighters. Most of the glitter shadows I passed on because they are pretty obviously influenced by the Urban Decay Moondust palette, which I already own. So I didn't feel that there was a need to have dupes of those, but I guess this video is long enough. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our little swatching party. I will get this up as soon as I can today. And thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. Thank you so much for subscribing and clicking the like button and leaving lovely, really just nice friendly comments. I appreciate that so much. I do read everything, so please feel free to reach out and say hi. If you're not subscribed and you would like to be, I would love to have you on board the Chuckle Bus with me, so please click subscribe or subscribe, and I will see you guys real soon in my next video. Have a great day. Bye!